Good evening and welcome to Thursday night's Darkness over New Orleans. It's me, Dylan, ya boy. Hello, demons. Thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here with us. It's been quite a week, so don't mind me if I'm trying to put pieces back together again. Let's go around and introduce our cast for tonight. Thaddeus, you're up.
Hey everyone, I'm Thaddeus Atlas. I will be playing Aubrey Valentine this evening. A little fangy guy, up to a little bit of trouble. Kind of guy gets a little bit of a mayo jar and fills it full of ice cream and eats it. You can find me here every week Thursday.
Christian.
Hey everybody! Hey, I don't do that. That's heinous. That's awful. That's
actually-
terrible. Oh my
He
god!
gave me the idea.
I'm eating, and that fucking made me sick.
Is there any mayo on it?
No.
Would you like some?
God, no.
Wow.
It's
The
ice cream.
delivery of
I
that
just
question
I like
was
the way
just...
the mayo sounds when you mix it up real fast.
Ahmed,
I'm Christian.
Is that uncomfortable? That reminds me of my grandparents.
Wow, starting off
I'm-
strong, guys. Okay, so this is Christian's intro time.
This is me.
I'm so
Christian.
sorry.
It's fine. AKA Fluffy Goomba on several socials, mainly on TikTok. But you can also find me on places like Tragic Theologian on Sundays at 8 p.m. EST. On Total Party Cast. And of course, you can find me on every other Saturday on the Initiative Orders Midnight in the Marshes, a Root TTRPG show. But now I am playing Maximilian Washington, coterie leader, and I gotta deal with some shit with his own clan. But right now he's currently scared out of his life that one of his friends may be dead. Pronouns are he, him, and my pronouns are he, him. That's me. That's me right now.
All right, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin the God. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter under the name she, her. I will be playing the character of Ambrose Windsor, the not Nosferatu, who might be caught very soon, Zemitzi. And that's me.
And once again, I'm Dylan. I'll be your storyteller, and I might be some NPCs tonight. You can find me across the interwebs at Roll4Dylan. This is the only show I'm currently on. I have some things in the works, though, and a huge announcement for you at the end of the show. What else? Oh, my pronouns are he, they. So without any further ado, are you all ready to do this? Shall we do the thing?
Dang.
Do the
you know.
thing.
All
It's
right. Let's
Why
sink
not?
our fangs into this week's episode of Darkness over New Orleans.
Oh, I did it
Blah.
too early. Blah.
When last we left off, our party was split. After having just left the bayou, sorry, my chair is all out of sorts. 1 second. God, what happened? Perfect timing for that to happen.
Have that. Dump.
After having left the bayou and having met with Marcel and Mima, and all that stuff that happened that we all know about, Ambrose was back at home, Aubrey was back at his apartment, and Max went back to the gym. 2 weeks ago, we had Aubrey and Ambrose having a one-on-one session. Ambrose discovered that the Blackthorns were trailing him. They took his face and were running around the back of the house, found them outside, and pretty much asked where Devora is, and they said they're really not going to tell him. One of them made fun of Ambrose.
Still hurts. Like 2 weeks later. I'm never going to talk about my childhood issues again. I'm done. Hate it here.
Oh, boo-hoo, Ambrose. My childhood was so bad.
Dylan, if your next NPC that greets them is like, "Hey, how's your mom?" That's totally.
Oh my god, I'm getting embarrassed. Stop.
It's perfect.
No, we're never talking.
And then we had Aubrey drive over and help out Ambrose try and get back to a little more relaxed state of mind, because Ambrose was saying he's got to go, he's got to run away, he was found, he's gonna tear stuff up, and then Aubrey discovered that one of the pieces of furniture in the house seemed a little familiar, singing a little song he used to hear when he was a child. So Ambrose flesh crafted the chair back into the human that it once was. Turns out to be it was Aubrey's mother. With a little power of the Dominate, Aubrey went ahead and altered his mother's memory to not remember her son Aubrey. The three of them, Aubrey, Ambrose, and Clementine, Aubrey's mother, then drove into the city, and the two kindred dropped her off at a rehabilitation center, pretty much, where she was going to get the proper care she needed to get back on her feet. It was actually at a place where Aubrey was familiar with the pastor there, if I remember correctly. So it was a familiar place, but not somewhere that anyone really frequents that often in the coterie. While all this was going down, Max was at his gym and he was visited by Jasmine, who just threw down some reality real quick, saying that the Gangrel were pissed off at Max for saying, yeah, the seat of power is mine. He said that they said they needed to meet with him on Saturday. By the way, we'll just say for all intents and purposes that today is Thursday, because today's Thursday. In the game is Thursday, so there's 2 days until we have to meet with the Gangrel.
I love that. I love that. That's like, oh man, I decided no. Bitch. Oh, fuck you. I was like, hey, you're in charge, and I was like, all right, something's going down at my end. Click. Go off.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, okay. No problem, Bob. And then, Max said, hey, Jasmine, do you just want to, beat the crap out of me, make you feel a little bit better in front of people so they can see it happening? She agreed real fast. And then they went back to the underground fight ring, which is underneath the Burlesque Theater. And it was a jam-packed house, more so than normal. Max met a fun little NPC who had a Topps playing card of him. got to lend his boxing kit to Max, and then in the ring, Jasmine pretty much wiped the floor with Max. Max got a few good shots in. But yeah, he got wampeted. And after that, Jasmine just dipped into the fray of people, and Max was making his way out. You didn't go home yet, did you? Because you had just looked at your phone. As soon as you sat in your car, you saw your phone that the text messages from Ambrose saying that Devora had found him. So, without further ado, my friends, that's where I pick up right from there. Players, the stage is yours. We're going to start with Max because he was reading the text.
Fuck! Alright. Max immediately goes to call. Oh, because this is hours later, right? I assume.
Yeah.
And just goes to call.
Max is calling. Oh shit, Max is calling. Hello, darling. How are you?
You good? You all right? You good? What's wrong? You all right? Where's Devora?
It's perfectly fine now. I'm just walking down the street with Aubrey. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Why don't I believe you?
Oh, because you really shouldn't. But we could talk more when you come.
Wait, where are you? Are you at your house? Or where are you right now?
We're not at my house anymore. Yeah, I really the things that I want to say to you, I can't say through the phone. It would just be inappropriate, darling. How about you come pick us up near Bourbon Street at the corner? No, the Rue Royale.
You're at the Rue Royale.
We'll meet you there.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. How was your evening, darling? Put some on speakerphone.
Not as eventful, I suppose. Are you sure you're good?
Oh no, I'm not. But why don't you come down here and we can talk about it?
I'm not that far. I'll meet you in a few.
Wonderful. All right. I love you.
Bye, Ambrose.
Mooches.
Noted. Well, Aubrey, guess what?
He finally called you back.
Max is coming.
I thought leaving
He
on
called
red
me
was more
back.
of a statement of where
Well,
your
I mean,
relationship was going.
oh, don't look like that. I love you too.
No, I get it. I'm devastated as well. He didn't call me either.
Don't feel bad. Do you feel bad?
Wouldn't be capable. It's all
Wow.
positive vibes over here.
Oh, that sounds like trauma. Tell me about it. And he takes him slings his arm over his shoulder and walks back towards the center of downtown near the.
Oh,
Rue Royale.
honey, I have a fake laugh with your name written all over it.
Holy shit! I've damaged us, haven't I?
So where are you exactly heading down to? You're going down to that location you gave to Max, or are you just right now just aimlessly wandering around while you guys have your discussion?
We're gonna go down St. Anne's and around and towards Rue Royale Street.
Okay, cool.
We'll stand on the corner.
Okay. We'll say that in all intents and purposes, it takes enough time for you guys to have your little mini conversation of the trauma that Aubrey was talking about when Max pulls up.
Max pulls up a little expediently, and has to break real hard seeing you two just walk nonchalantly.
Shotgun. Opens the back door for
I had
Aubrey.
permanent shotgun.
Yeah, that's too damn bad. You took my mummy, I take your seat.
You took my mummy first.
Shh, particularities, darling. Get inside.
I'm hearing that with no context.
You opened.
I'm gonna start driving, and you guys see how Max looks.
Wow.
Max looks. I think Max.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say Max looks worse than his fight with Marcel.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with Thorn.
No, well, I'm laughing, but I'm seething, like I'm ready to dissect and skin and wear their skin like a little coat to whoever did that to you. So tell me their name, darling.
Yes,
Just
I
give me
too
their
am
name.
devastated.
Well, it's an ass whooping I deserved. First of all, I'm gonna start driving, and we're all gonna just have a nice little powwow conversation. Is
assumed
that okay?
the minute you didn't show up for your friend, you deserved an ass. What?
Hmm. I guess I'll go first. And like he just starts driving. Your girlfriend came to visit me. Not the evil one, your newest one.
Megan.
No.
Jasmine.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
problematic that they started a listicle almost immediately.
As you know, Jasmine and I have history, and I thought it best to apologize in the manner that they would like the most. And that publicly humiliating me and beating me in the face a bunch.
You did have a better night than us.
I'm learning so much about you. Got it. Noted. Public humiliation.
Not,
Like it. Right.
not, no.
It's good that we have this in common. It makes me feel
No.
like a man.
I
What?
could prance you around a little bit.
Like
I know how
this,
to do some
I
stuff.
feel more manly by having known someone who's so manly into all
Yeah.
the same things as me.
I'm not into public. Anyway,
Very well.
I've learned some things I need to handle.
Ooh, this is one of those moments.
Oh, women, what things you have to handle?
I remember when I left the closet. I'm so proud.
Just some gangrel business. It's just
Stay
I
a
have to
month.
handle it. I will be busy this weekend. How are you two?
Wait a minute. What do you mean you're going to be busy this weekend? We're coming with you, obviously.
I don't
What if we have
recommend
something
coming
planned?
with me this one.
I've been known to be a diplomat at times. I could handle things.
You
Name one time.
Right now.
I will be going this one alone. Okay?
Fine.
They're
I'm offended.
embarrassed about their gay beat-up clubs.
What?
Beat-up clubs. What?
What?
And what is this about moms?
I think you look good with a black eye.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay, where do I start? I think I should start from the beginning. Okay, so I went home.
That's how stories work.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I went home, and the house was quiet. I mean, it was quiet. Kessler wasn't talking to me. He was just kind of gurgling. And so I went to the back door, went through the house, and everything was just quiet. And I went upstairs, and I was about to go into my little crypt under the floorboards with all my mothers and get a little snuggle in. But I opened it up, and there was black thorn crowns around their heads. Divorce signature thing. We know at this point. Ran back downstairs. I met my little ones, who then proceeded to tell me that Devore had fed the house, or at least I thought it was Devore. And so naturally, I couldn't have anyone having my things, so I killed them.
Oh,
I went back upstairs and I destroyed the crowns on everything's heads, and I drained myself because that's a smart thing to do. And in the moment, I'm not well, but I put the IV in my arm and I decided to drain myself to nearly collapsing,
right.
knowing that there was probably a threat nearby because
Mm.
again I'm unwell.
Above game, did we fix the hunger thing?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
drank
yeah.
from your.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways,
Go
so I was like, I sent the message to you. Devore found me, and then this,
Mhm.
ominous voice behind me was just like, "I never lost you," and I was like, "Oh, Devora!" And I turned around and nearly passed out, but it wasn't Devore; it was my Schlotka. And then I saw a couple bodies, and I realized they didn't actually feed the house. It was these bodies that provided that service, and I feel terrible that I killed my little ones. I'm gonna do it later. But yeah, tried to follow them out, but I was wobbly at this point. Went back down.
Mhm.
Had a
Right.
moment, and I sat down in my mummy chair. You don't know
Terrible,
that.
terrible name.
Um, it's well, and then Aubrey walked in. Aubrey, would you like to take it from here?
A lot of big feelings are going through. You refer to it as the mommy chair. I'm gonna have to get past that. Where were we? Ominous voices, a house that's alive.
I
So
was
You
I
showed
was
up.
I was sitting in the chair, and then you showed up.
Yes, the chair. She was sitting on my mother, and that's a thing, I guess.
Wait. When you say sitting,
Oh yes. No matter
On
how
y-
you're gonna finish this sentence, you're not.
I don't
gonna
know
like
how
it.
to. I don't know how to finish it. I don't know if it's an exclamation point or a question mark or just an ellipsis. There are a lot of choices I can make. They all don't lead
Max,
anywhere.
I was there, and
Hmm.
I feel about how you feel.
Okay, so how did you know that it was your mother?
Well, first, I was devastated,
As one should be, correct? I suppose
and
that is the right response.
it turned. A song that was very comforting to me now is a lot less so. When furniture begins to sing to you in a cadence reminiscent of something that brings you to a better place. Only I was in that house, so as you can imagine how I felt.
Mm.
And a dear friend of mine had taken something from me, and I had to accept there, all at once, that not only was my mother alive, but that a dear friend of mine is partially responsible for their
Oh,
condition.
wholly responsible, darling.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, when you
I
put it-
didn't. To be fair, Max, I didn't realize that was his mother. I just take them.
somehow that makes it better.
You did not. You know what? Listen.
Here's the
no.
thing: you can't blame crazy for doing what crazy does. And when I appreciate all the wonder that they can create, it's very hard to blame them for doing something that I myself have found particular propensity to enjoy. There was a
Okay.
solid 3 seconds where I thought I may kill them,
Mm.
and now that 3 seconds comes and goes, and I'm mostly fine.
Oh, that's not a fine statement. That's not a state. No. Okay. So where's your mom now?
Oh, it's that blood vessel above my head again. If I could, my heart was beating. I swear to God, it'd be throbbing. My mother is elsewhere.
Uh,
I'm sure
I put it back together, sort of.
she's not a chair.
Does she know she's not a chair? Is she a person now?
She's always a person. You can't just take away someone's responsibilities because they're property. Wow,
That's what?
that's a lot to
I mean,
unpack.
Aubrey,
Yeah.
I really have to say, just like make sure she never has to get like an MRI or like a CT scan or a full body scan. Like, just make sure
I'll-
that doesn't happen.
Get right on that.
I tried to rearrange everything on the inside.
You skipped a couple of steps.
No, I didn't.
This isn't.
I
She's
can
not
do-
IKEA furniture. You can't have bolts left over.
I'm surprised you know what.
Listen, I know the outside pretty well. The insides are kind of hard to put things back to where the right places, and there's a lot of blood vessels, you know.
I
and
expected more from you as a designer.
I
Christian is
and Ambrose just turns around and stares at
you.
Aubrey with large red eyes. His head cracks to the side like an owl, like a predatory owl.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Ambrose,
makes
you
you
are
feel any
Ambrose.
better.
You are defending a ditch right now. This is not a hill.
Digging to China.
Listen,
I will die on this hill. You'll die in the hole, darling, and we'll leave you there.
You've earned a few bumps.
If you want me to say I'm proud of you, then this will be much like a parent hanging a very less than stellar drawing on their fridge. Because know that you were working with superior clay and it wasn't your best work.
Oh my god.
Why are you doing such things? Oh my god.
how very interesting. You have this morality against your mother and how
Did I say
made her
morality?
into a chair. But for every other mother that I had and every other thing, they have a family too, but you don't care about them. Just this one that didn't give a shit about you. But you had to erase her memories. So she can't even apologize to you or make amends. So you're just gonna have to live forever with the fact that she never loved you as you truly wanted. She loved me, though.
I'd say that you are awful for saying the things that you just said. That you would hurt someone that you care so much about. But you don't have access to that part of me anymore, so I would only be concerned for the way you carry yourself in my presence.
Wait, are you breaking up with me?
What?
Are you breaking up with me right now?
Not at all.
Okay.
Say I was willing to let you go. You're my damaged goods.
Oh, shit.
Hacking in my car.
I don't know, but we're really fucked up and toxic, and I'm kind of turned on.
Oh my god.
The house will
Aubrey,
burn down the house will burn down around us, but what the things we will do in the ashes, that's what they'll remember.
Oh my god.
Like Max is sitting here, sitting here in it.
are you gonna let him talk to me like that?
I don't know what the hell's going on with you two.
On the radio, you hear, if you're in a difficult relationship, please call this number.
I suppose that's what they call trauma bonding. I don't
You know what?
Max, that's what they call love.
know.
We're just in a rough patch right now.
Hell,
We're gonna get over it. It's fine. All couples go through this, Max.
this patch is like a football field, maybe too long, and I'm in
We
the
do
car
have
with it.
so much together.
Okay. So from the thrashing you two gave each other just now, I have some eyes that you mind wiped your mother. She's somewhere safe. Her body should be okay. Should be.
It is.
Should be. I mean,
Let's find out.
We're gonna get home. You're gonna find a screw in your pocket. You're gonna find a screw and be like, oh, I forgot to put this
Her
in.
body is fine. You may have put the large intestine where the small intestine may have been, but we're showing that she's okay.
It turns out that's actually better for people. She lives an extra 20 years.
It's fine. You just give her some extra fiber. It's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't see the stretch hydration, guys.
At least now we know for a fact that the Harvester didn't have them before. So we now know that they're on top of being just a monster of a vampire who experiments on both vampires and human organs. They are also a terrible, terrible liar who lies about hurting people's mothers. So that's on the scoreboard. If we want to add more of a hate or more of a I hate you column, it's up there. It's right there.
If we compare track records, we've got Ultra's bodies, turns them into things they're not supposed to be,
right?
Lies about mothers. You're winning, Ambrose.
I was
actually followed through with most of these things.
I was talking more about the Harvester, but I suppose they have similarities there as well.
Why would you worship someone like that? If anything, he should be looking to you.
Oh, darling, I love you. Thank you.
If he had anyone he cared about, I bet you he'd never chop down their family.
So when you
Wow.
arrive to your location,
Gotta get out of this car.
Yep, you arrive to your location. Max
The car's just
Mark's
foggy.
like finds like there's like a whole bunch of spots. You pull in fast, you park it, and Max, you get out really quick because it's just awkward in that car right now.
This is rough.
How do you
Like
do
he
you
was
white
like-
knuckle a steering wheel and a door handle at the same time?
It's just
He's
it's
got the oh
the
shit
same
bar.
motion. The same motion of both suckers stopped and rolls out before the car.
Didn't even get the keys out. He just opened the door. Okay, we're parked.
Ambrose is just opening Aubrey's door like nothing happens, extends his hand, darling,
The night is young,
and kisses his hand.
and this face is young too.
Ah, you're lucky or you, or I'd take it right off. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Remember that they also want to drink your blood. Don't forget this. Be careful.
Stop.
Really
I'm like,
important.
After everything tonight, I'm on cloud 9.
That should not be a cloud. Again, that's a ditch. Cannot fathom that enough.
I have been a very good boy in that regard. In that
Yes.
regard.
If anything,
In
I
that
was the one
regard.
who digs you.
Okay, if I have to. Okay, so we've
That's a dish
established
joke.
the mother's terrible. I've established the mother situation. About the door situation, what are we dealing with here? I mean,
Oh,
they know you're here.
Oh, I didn't tell you what happened afterwards.
No, no.
Hmm.
Please,
Glossed over
tell
that
me.
just a little bit.
no
Okay.
glossing over. Remember our conversation when you first did the whole "I'm me" thing. Everything,
There's a lot going on. Okay.
one by one.
Focused. I'm focused. All right. So
Focus.
after I crunched his mother back together,
Right.
all the
Careful
king's
where you
daughters,
say
all
it.
the king's men, put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Cool.
And then, so Aubrey was driving off with his mother, and I went to the backyard to bury my little ones
I'm sorry for your loss.
in a shallow grave. No, I killed them. I mean, it was
Oh.
my fault, and it's fine. So I dug a shallow grave, but as I looked up, there was me around the trees, like peeking through. Doppelgangers of
When
myself.
you say you, do you mean
Thorn.
okay? Thorn?
Yes, I can't tell you how many of them were there, but they were the thorns, the black thorns from divorce.
I've had this exact dream.
Ah,
They're
That's-
probably watching us right now.
cool.
Um,
Love that.
yes, and I might have in my anger told them that I might have wanted to sort of kind of deoblerize Devora.
You're whispering it now, but I have a feeling you probably shouted it at them.
I did. They left, and then I found out that the one who was in the attic with me, the Schlotka, was not actually Devora. They were just all of her thorns.
Just all of them.
Just all of them.
Why wouldn't they take you now?
They're fucking with them, and they're letting them get fucked with. And they add it to the fuck. It's just.
Keep using that word.
I'm gonna be busy this weekend. I don't know what y'all gonna be doing, but
This
this
was
is
one time we got invited to your beat up clubs.
You know what I was thinking? I could like fake my own death. You think you want to do something like that? You want to?
considering
wanna-
your attachments
help?
to both. Well, considering your attachments to both me and Aubrey here, you just dying alone will fuck us over. As I'm not saying this is Kennan's fault, but as Kenan leaving brought a certain gross man to our doorstep, I don't want to have to deal with your shit coming to my doorstep again in front of me, and then doing stuff to my body that I did not consent to.
My God, this night just keeps getting better.
It's not.
No, it can be
Spray
real
bottle,
fucked
spray
up.
bottle.
Listen. I know what I am. I know what you might think of me. As much as you love me. But I'm the probably most tame Zamitzi you'll ever meet.
Hate that.
There's no way that's not bullshit. A damnable lie.
I really wish that were, but I am really tame. Really tame.
Stop saying it. it makes it so much worse.
See,
Ugh.
that alligator shark were people really made me pucker. It has jumped back inside of me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then that was it. Then Aubrey came back and we made up and we kissed and everything's great.
No,
And then we
that's-
fought
that's-
again and then we
that's-
kissed and made up.
Is that everything from everybody? All parties?
My life is pretty uneventful, so yeah.
I
What about
Sorry.
you?
Yes, that's all.
Did you
I
want
mean,
to go
I-
into more detail about that black eye?
I mean, I let my ex-girlfriend kick my ass for things I did. in
You
the
guys are back
past.
together.
No,
But
Wait
the
a
black
minute, what
eye.
did you do?
I made
Yeah,
mistakes.
why did she give you a black eye?
If
I
she
mean, I
doesn't
made
love you,
mistakes.
only people who love you really hit you like that.
That's not true.
That is not true.
Even Zmitzi knows that that's not true. That's saying something.
I think they were disagreeing with you, love, but okay.
Wait,
No, I was disagreeing with you.
there we go. Point for me. Uh,
So she doesn't.
No, what did you do? What could you possibly done? You're the most good, humane person I've ever
I know,
met.
right?
Like you are you're perfect. What could you have done? Forget a birthday? You forgot a birthday, didn't you?
no.
What did you do?
What did
I broke a promise that. I just broke a promise. A really, really important promise.
And you didn't want to elaborate on that. If someone puts their
This
hands
is
on our
quite the
friend-
elaboration.
Oh,
all
she
over.
elaborated all over you.
Yeah.
So you and you're still
I-
back together, you say.
Yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm not perfect. I'm nowhere near it. I definitely wasn't back then.
So she caught you catting around.
No.
Eh? Gangrel's joke.
No. Again, girl joke, but not correct.
All right.
What could it
If you
be?
say so.
Were you not there in her hour of need?
I suppose that's one way to put it.
Yeesh.
The look of a man with regret.
I'm certainly regretful.
Is there any way we can help?
No, this is something I gotta make up for. I gotta, just like with the Gangrel, I gotta do that one alone too. I mean, you're still gonna be troublemakers whenever you see her, and you will cause chaos because that is what both of you do.
We're pretty much bred for it.
But
Well, listen, Max. At any time, if you want me to fleshcraft myself into a,
I
You
would
know.
never ask this of you.
okay,
Okay, as
give
much
you a hug,
as
give
as
you a-
as sweet as that is in its own way, I'm good.
Sounds fucked up.
It's
Yeah,
fucked up.
well,
But
one time
again, this is Ambrose we're talking. This is them we're talking about.
it's really not. It's beautiful. It's lovely. One time I fleshcrafted myself into my mother and gave myself a hug.
Wow.
Even I know
Wow.
that that's unhealthy.
Wow. Wow. Man, there are some days where I'm just happy I'm an orphan.
No, you get it because like then it's like they were getting love from their mother.
I
You
get
don't
the
get
I,
it.
I get the action.
No, you were an orphan.
The desperate no, I get I've seen mothers and children interact before.
But you've never been hugged by a real mother,
No, I haven't.
so you don't know.
I don't know the sensation. It's just
Hey,
true.
Max,
What's up, bud?
can you please roll a wits? What is it? Wits resolve or what do we do actually?
What
Oh,
the hell are we doing?
no.
What the hell are you asking me to do here? I'm talking about not having a mom. What the fuck?
Oh no!
I don't
Come on,
know. I
Paige,
just
why
think
is
we
it
should
turn?
have-
What check is garnered from
from
me
not having a mom.
Yeah,
not having a
wits,
mom.
We
wits
don't have to roll,
awareness.
We have moms.
What's aware? Okay. What's
We have
awareness?
moms. No for us.
Sure. That's 4 successes.
Out of all this conversation that you guys are having the open street. Just you are hearing a very soft, faint voice going, "Hey, hey, hey, over here, down here."
It like he's Max is like arguing about the connotations of what a mother means and he just
I'm just saying, can't miss what you never had.
he looks down. Yes.
Over by the corner of the closest building, you see that there is a rat. But this rat is completely different from any other rat you've ever seen because it's not entirely just a rat.
What? Dylan?
There are it's mostly rat, but there are also mechanical parts to it. You see that it's the back of its head has like a little metal dome over it. One of its arms is like a mechanical claw.
Love that.
Its tail is just bent wires and stuff. And it's standing on its hind legs and looking at you, and as you hear it saying, "Hey," it actually moves its little claw like this.
I'm not moving over there. Come over here.
The hell are you talking
Do you
about?
know what would happen if I went out past the darkness?
And he just backs away. I don't know what would happen to you. You are not from around here.
Yeah, I'm from
Okay.
around here.
Are you? I've never
Yeah.
seen you before.
Of course not. I stay hidden. I don't want to be seen. You kidding me?
I mean, I get it.
So listen,
Yeah, what's up?
I need you and your friends to follow me.
I'm gonna need a locate. I'm gonna need to know where.
This way. So then we kind of go that way, and then a few of those turns into a roundabout this way.
Gotcha. And are we meeting somebody else?
Oh yeah, somebody that you've actually wanted to see. Well, not I don't know you, but someone in your group wanted to see.
I think at this point, you both see Max is like kneeling at a corner, talking to this rat. I guess.
Mecha
Yeah,
rat.
he hears. He's like he looks at the what they're made of, what they're composed of. Here's that like someone wants to see some. Thorn, did someone you know use animals as messages?
Fuck is he talking to a rat? What the fuck is that? Oh shit! Oh shit! Come on, Bree! And prances across the street.
This is dragged.
Talk to it, Max. Squeak at it.
I already
is it
talking to it.
Oh, okay.
Ask him if he knows the turtles.
That's offensive, I think.
Ask him if he's sent from the creep.
I'm gonna assume you're is it a creepy fella who asked you to come by here? I don't think that's his name.
I wouldn't say he's a creepy fella, more like misunderstood, but
I get that.
Yeah, his moniker is the creep, but
okay, good.
At least it used to be. I mean, might go by a different name nowadays, but hey.
Okay. I've had a long night, so you have to excuse my wariness about going places I shouldn't. And like Max turns around and is just like, it is your boy.
He's not my boy. I'm terrified of him, but yes, let's follow this rat.
Don't seem too excited, Jesus.
We're gonna meet the Ninja Turtles.
We're not meeting. Those are a cartoon / comic series. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So vampires are real, but the Ninja Turtles aren't. You sound like an insane person.
Considering what we've seen tonight.
Yeah. So who's winner? Who's in the wrong now?
No,
there's not were turtles.
No. You're not. Aubrey, I'm saying you're right. I'm not
winning.
You win this. You win this argument. You full-handedly. You beat me there. They could be ninja were-turtles. That is a thing that could
Teenage
be.
Mutant ones.
Anyway, I'm lead the way, I guess.
Let's go meet the Grim Creeper.
Before my
Aubrey,
friend literally
please.
skitters up the walls in excitement.
Please. Aubrey, please, for the love of God, do not fucking offend this person.
Me offensive?
Listen, I'm
Everybody
telling
loves
you,
me.
Thorn is telling you, don't fuck with this person.
My body is telling me no, but my heart is saying,
Do you have a name, little one? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be courteous. I don't want to just be
I
like,
wish I could speak
let's
rat.
follow you, rat. Is a name you like?
Just courier.
Oh, okay. Curry it is.
Let's
That's
go.
okay. Yeah.
And the mecha rat turns and starts heading deeper into the alleyway.
Does he want me to carry him? Ask if he wants me to
No,
carry
I don't
him.
think I'm gonna take charge on that one and say no.
Aubrey, you want to try and carry him?
No, I think it's disrespectful to scoop people that don't ask to be scooped.
Scoop, ski, potato. All right, so you guys start following this mecha rat down the alleyway, and it is right up against the building. It is not going anywhere. Just like every other rat you see, it needs to be close to a wall. It needs to feel safe and comfortable. Even though it's not a true rat anymore, it still has that inane safety protocols that it has to follow. And it keeps on going along the sides of the building, and once it gets to the corner of the far back, you are now behind several of the buildings where you have like the service entrance and the kitchen entrance for some of the restaurants. You see the rat looking back and forth, and then quickly scurrying towards the darker bushes that are back there, which leads to a small park. As it's running through, it stops and waits, and you see one red glowing eye, electronic glowing eye, and the other one a reflective rat's eye looking at you through the bush, as waiting for you guys to come forward. As you start making your way closer towards it, it starts dashing towards the green again, runs over the grass area, and then starts dipping into an abandoned house. He once again waits for you at the cracked open door. The door itself is very disheveled. It's slightly off its hinge. It is somewhat ajar, but at the same time, you see that there are boards that are holding in place. The rat has squeezed itself through the opening, and you see its mechanical wired tails just resting outside for you to still see that it has not yet gone in. It is now waiting for you.
A tinker, but not a carpenter. This door is shit.
I mean, I don't think he means to freshen up the place.
Think he'd make me a rat?
This
I
is
don't-
good.
maybe-
No,
maybe-
this is very good. This house looks like shit. It probably doesn't have electricity. I'm fucking safe. Oh God,
would you
thank
say-
you, Lord.
Why would you say these things?
Oh God, you don't understand. I have a thing with street lamps. And he pulls the door open.
Didn't even knock. Didn't even wipe your legs. Damn.
Just get in.
I'm gonna wipe my feet. Knock on the door. Be like, "We're entering your home." If this is one.
It is an abandoned, run-down, derelict building. It is weather torn. It is soaked. It has been affected by multiple floods, and you can see that there's a sizable hole in the roof, which you can see through 3 floors of a hole as well, which just gently trickles down and just pools in a few feet ahead of you, in very stagnant black water.
I mean, that fire sale.
You know, a month ago, I would have said this place was a shithole when I had money, but now I just wonder who his realtor is.
The rat you see now starts moving through the refuse that's on the floor, and then heads downstairs into the basement.
Oh, homeless chic.
I mean, if you're gonna be secret, might as well keep the way the land looks right?
Ambrose goes ahead and follows the rat down the stairs past the two.
Right.
That just comes with living homeless people.
Also, I mean, if we're gonna go by, don't judge a book by its cover. Someone tells me that there is, in fact, electricity down there. in the basement that is not a basement. But
Ambrose freezes on one of the steps and it creaks. Ah, you know what?
hmm.
And then he pushes himself against the wall and just sort of
Shimmies.
slides himself down.
Mhm.
Yep. So Ambrose, as you're walking down, you see at the bottom of the steps leads to a flat wall that has a entrance to another room on the side. The entrance has no door; it's just an open space. But you see blue light, like fading in and out, coming from in there. You see that there are a multitude of shadows that are just stuck behind this vibrating color of light blue that's emanating through the room.
We just see Ambrose go from all confident to like Kronk in the Emperor's New Groove against the wall. You're like, you want me to take the lead?
No,
You want to go
I've
first?
always listen, Max. I found great comfort in the fact that if things are going to kill me after everything we face, there's not a lot I can do about it. And
Fair enough.
Aubrey casually steps down the stairs and just
Wait, that could be UV light. Wait, and he grabs Aubrey. All right, just hold the fuck on. And he puts his finger out towards the light beam.
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can go now. And he pushes Aubrey.
Ugh!
Right.
Another fountain of UV lights. Like, ah!
Aubrey, you're the first one down. As you get into the room, ahead of you, you see piles upon piles of old school TV screens and old school computer monitors. All of them have that blue light that they all used to resonate.
Mhm.
And on each and every single screen, it's almost like the Matrix. It is so cliche. There's information
Beat me to
on
that.
everything that's just like scrolling really fast. There's cameras, there's CCTV on almost every screen as well. Some of the screens are cut up into 4 different sections, so there's different images on each section of the screen. Excuse me. Once the 3 of you get inside, you notice that the walls are all bare. Like there's nothing decorative in this room. In total, there's probably about 75 to 80 screens. And there's one chair in the center of the room that's facing all the screens.
Morpheus, I'm here for
There
my
is
rent
a person sitting in the chair.
Ooh.
And as
bill. You guys can
as
see what we
soon as you enter, you see the rat scurries past you and sits on its hind legs looking up at the figure in the chair. I'm going to switch our layover to this. With a few quick squeaks, the rat then scurries off and the figure turns around. Thorn, you recognize part of this person's face.
It's the architect.
When I say part, I mean only this much.
Ooh.
This section has been removed and replaced with a camcorder. Parts of his arm gone, replaced with mech and keyboards. His fingers on that mech arm are spindly, sharp, needle-like, and they're able to just rotate and ambulate perfectly fine.
Why are
The
you
rest of
saying
him,
this so easily?
the rest of him is hidden behind a very heavy trench coat that's dirty. It's old. It's like it looks like a duster, but it is worn as the upstairs of this house looked. In front of you sits what used to be called the Creep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to our friend Brian Nat Geek, who is portraying the creep this evening. So, Brian, don't forget you are muted. And by all means, take it away.
Hi, Bork. I love your movies.
Hello, Lix. So,
That's not the voice I was expecting.
can we get to business, or are we just gonna sit there and stare for a while?
You've had some work done, darling.
Oh, I don't know which one I want to do first.
Work? I like to call it improvements. Besides, how would you know?
Saw you. You look different.
Have we met before? You're the one that asked me several times on. You somehow know how to summon me.
Yes, well,
I'm here.
you may recall in New York you met young Zamitsi, who gave you a pair of gloves.
Hate that. Oh, it's still going.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember old Ambrose. You know,
Well,
it was a
I've
heck of
had-
a payment old Ambrose gave me.
well,
got
I've
some-
also had some improvements as well. Upgrades.
Oh, you know, if you are who I think you are, you should know that I got a very nice price from a mage for those gloves.
My gloves to a goddamn mage? Are you insane?
Yes! Yes! You should know that by now, you moron!
Oh. Oh.
You!
I like him.
I have you to thank for this.
Oh. Double O.
So very
Oh.
interesting to meet you again.
I didn't do that. That's not my work, darling. You know that's not
You
my
forced
work.
me into this form. After our later interaction back in New York, I ended up getting hunted
Ooh.
by some less than, friendly licks, like your little group. And I had a certain mage who was hunting me too. Forced me out of the city. I had to change my face, but I don't have your particular aptitude for it. So I did the next best thing. I built myself a new form altogether with ways I know. A new face, a new life. Now, I'm everywhere. So
glad
nice
don't
to
hold-
meet you.
I'm so glad you don't hold grudges, darling. You know,
I feel like and it's okay if I
Look
could
fantastic.
stage the scene. If I could stage this, I imagine it's the creep, Ambrose, and then Aubrey and Max are in the back, standing side, shoulder to shoulder, just enamored.
holding Max.
Max has just been looking.
Ah,
I'm a
Listen.
businessman, Ambrose. You remember what that is?
uh,
But
uh,
it's a curse and a blessing. But I'm not going to thank you for it.
I could help you out there.
Oh, I'm sure you could. But you came to me for help. So let's start there, shall we?
Well, let's talk about payment first.
Yes, let's talk about payment first. You know the deal.
Right.
Something precious,
And you,
something physical,
right, I'll
memory,
right.
information, some tech you might have, anything that you think might be valuable. And then we'll barter.
God.
Your friends in the back
You
there.
take-
You know how to barter, I suppose.
I have 100 kilobytes of data on my cell phone.
I
You sound like I should be impressed.
he's impressed by it. I
Up
suppose.
until this moment, thought it was impressive.
Mm,
It is not.
mm.
I hate to break the bubble there, Bozo.
You have so much to teach me.
Do you hate to break the bubble? It sounds like you revel in it. You have a pen specifically to break bubbles.
Aubrey feels strangely comforted by an individual that's as fastidious as this one.
Crass.
Makes his way over and crosses his legs and sits down like beside Ambrose, who's fully standing, and just stares at him, like analyzing the many features of his face, and listens to the gears comfortably grinding away. And you did all this yourself.
You bet your bippy I did.
I gotta say, when I
And
heard
did it on more than
when I
100
heard
kilobytes.
when I heard creep, right? When I heard creep, the word the creep used, like the title, I was like imagining this, but at the same time, seeing it and hearing it are harsh. Reality is harsh to a lot of people.
Well, you have plenty of time to get used to things. I know that some of this is new and the world's a little rough right now, but
Very
Yeah.
much so. At least we can.
are we going to talk about bartering, or we're going to talk about 100 kilobytes and what you can do with it?
Real quick, before we get into questioning,
Ooh.
let's take a quick break.
I want.
This seems like a very good place for us to. It's a good introduction, and let's
Look
jump
at
back
me
into
doing
a
my
little
job.
break. We'll see you guys in 15 minutes. We'll find out what happens with the new and improved Creep.
I was not expecting that.
See you in a
voice.
minute.
I love the Terminator.
And welcome back to Darkness Over New Orleans. If you're just joining us, welcome. We have a fantastic guest with us, Brian Natural Geekery, who is portraying what used to be called the Creep. If you've been with us since the beginning, hold on to your bottoms. It's gonna get rough. Let's jump right back into it. There's a lot to cover, I'm sure. Players, the stage is yours.
So barter, you know, like I took time and energy and effort to come to you. You worked so hard to find me. You have found me. Let's broker a deal.
All right. And he takes off his satchel. What would you say with to a nice gentleman from Oregon? This one. And he pulls out a face. Just a plain face. Nothing special about it.
Where's he from? Or what's he do? Is he special? Was he special?
No, he just had a plain face, and I thought I could blend into the crowd with it.
Is that really precious, or is that just something you got laying around for a bad day? I mean,
Fine.
precious.
Okay.
Precious.
Right.
Come on.
Don't rush me! Don't rush me, creep.
Just
What
to
about-
interject real quickly, in case anyone did not hear beforehand, the creep had mentioned that to barter he wants precious things, whether they are physical or a memory, or if you have information, or if you have any tech that you can give him. Those are things that he is willing to barter with right now.
Right.
What about your
Um,
friends? What about Max, Aubrey? Do you have
I've-
anything you want to add?
Oh man. Well, what do you consider what's precious mean?
What? No, my friend, back up. Ambrose, you may need to help him with this. What's precious? Not to me.
Mhm.
What's precious to you?
Right. I'm just curious about what your to help me. I just want to know what your definition of precious is to help me give you something
Multi-leveled.
of equal value. You know, like is it just like it means something to me, or is it like there's monetary value along with the meaning, or is it like
Well, that could help. I mean, you know, a man's got to eat. Or
right? Fair enough. That is fair. You didn't find anything yet?
Yes.
Aubrey.
I don't think I'd have anything you'd be interested in, as he slowly puts Ninja Turtle toys behind his back.
I mean, do you have any extra dick beater shirts?
I have a dick beater shirt, but I don't have any with me but the one I'm wearing.
You found that pretty precious. It's the one I signed, right?
How
It's
long
what-
have you had it on?
It's uncomfortable to admit that I don't change my clothing often anymore.
Oh, go on.
Oh, that's off-putting.
It just adjusts the lens and zooms in on you.
Oh, don't zoom in.
He pushes the one button and you see it's like
You know when you keep lifting up something from the ground and then smelling it to see if
Huh?
you can keep wearing it,
Oh, I do.
but
I do.
everything in your house smells like you haven't cleaned it?
Yes.
So it's clean by the standard of nothing in the house is clean.
It's cleaned by the fact that it's been sort of just
Yes, it's-
aerated or
it's really-
compressed by the other laundry.
Have you not washed that thing
drank
since I
in
signed
the
it?
environment.
Wait, Aubrey, have you not washed that thing since I signed it?
Why would I wash it? You signed
Oh
it.
my god!
Oh, you signed this
I s-
shirt
I
that
signed
he's
that
been
shirt.
wearing for God knows who long?
Yeah.
Oh,
It went to the swamp one time, but
Did
I
you-
don't think that adds value.
Would you say it's precious to you?
I mean, it's the first one.
I haven't taken it off.
It's the first one
That
you
sounds
made.
precious.
I'm not sure I want.
And
Knowing
that's
how
where
much
we
y-
start talking about what's valuable. Because when you start going, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, that means it's valuable and then very
Oh,
precious.
that means
to
we're
you.
on the right track. Okay. See, that's what I wanted to. That's what I was trying to gauge.
Right.
It's gotta hurt people. It's gotta hurt.
It's gotta hurt. Okay, good. Okay, cool.
I hate
Alright.
everything about this, but I like the style of it's got to be a little painful.
Of course, we're bartering, and what I have
Yes.
information. I have more information than you could possibly need.
I'm looking
For
forward
this-
to bartering later.
Alright. And Ambrose steps forward and he leans in.
No.
Studies.
Well, how close are you planning on getting,
He,
Ambrose?
yeah, and just an arm's distance away. And
Alright.
he's looking at the creep's face. His eyes travel down his arms at all of the replacements that he's had. His eyes flicker back up to his face. I think a face for a face. Apparently, I am responsible for this.
A little bit.
And Ambrose takes his hand and puts it in his bag. A trade. And he pulls out his own face, Ambrose.
Ooh.
Take it.
Now we are talking. And he snatches it real quick. That, my friends, is a deal.
Why they call
I
him the
won't-
creep?
He looks at it and sort of looks at it really closely. This is fine work. All right.
Take care of it.
Oh,
Most
I
wonder-
will.
Ambrose, are you
All
sure
right.
about this?
Yeah, if you're not sure, I could give it back.
Take it.
You know what that means, right?
If I am to ascend beyond human limitations, that means I need to let go of who I was before. It's only fair. All right, where do I begin? I need to know where I can find the Book of Nod.
Ooh. Starting off big, aren't you?
Go big or go home.
You know, I have every book, pretty much every book written and recorded here. Now, up here, downloaded, ready to read whenever I get the time. I don't have a lot of time though, because I'm always observing. Who has time now? Can't find the book. Probably more importantly, you shouldn't. It's
Why?
Well, I've been through enough vampire-run cities to know that there are different factions and levels and followings of crazy. I'm not one to shy away from crazy. I mean, have you seen me? But there are some things that would just completely destroy not just the reader, but those around them and the city they are in. So no, you cannot find or have the Book of Nod, face or no face. But that, what I have told you, is information enough.
No, it is not.
Oh,
Tell me who I can go and acquire it from.
No.
Name the person. Where can I find them?
Jim, he's on the corner. He sells hot dogs.
You're testing
Sorry.
me.
But,
I want
you know,
the book.
you can't have it. So the face is very valuable, so you can continue to ask questions.
Where can I find a member of the Sabbat?
Oh, oof.
A higher elder.
A higher elder? Like
Elder.
higher? Like way high? Oh no. How high you want to go?
I don't want a fucking antediluvian. Just give me someone who can help me. If you cannot.
Well,
it's
there's a
not
few
your
groups.
capabilities.
There's a few groups in the Corn Belt, and there's a couple Sabbat groups. Get this, in the Bible Belt. It's awesome. And there are some in LA. There's not any around here.
Is Devor a part of the Sabbat?
Devor, part of the Sabbat. That's a good one. You know, I don't know. Hold on, let me make a note. And pulls out the- and he starts quickly like typing on his pad. I'll get back to you on that one.
If I can ask a question.
I don't know what's precious to you.
Oh, so that is how it works. Cool.
Yes, that's
Okay.
is
Okay.
that face precious to you? I don't think it is.
I mean,
I
It's
think it's
precious.
pretty precious.
to my friend, it's precious to me, I suppose.
So
So I am
She can ask
sad
me
that
questions. She can
I am
ask me
sad that price is the price. That's
yeah, it's
Unfortunate.
it's a bitch.
it is a bitch. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh. If it's per person, I guess, and Max will reach into his wallet,
Unless Yeah.
and he'll pull out like his old boxing certification card.
mm-hmm.
That's well fitted beyond this point. This is a card that started my journey to who I am. It's the reason I'm on the path I'm on now, I suppose.
Mhm.
So.
And you've had it on you for a long time.
I've had them on like 2 decades at this point.
Oh, tasty.
Yeah, sure. I hate that I have to give it to you. Does that count? As disdain?
Yeah, that counts.
That counts. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I love it when people hate giving me stuff.
Oh, that's good.
It makes my day. Makes
So,
my day.
if you want it, take that.
So you've had this thing about 20 years
Yeah,
in your pocket.
yeah.
Just
I think about. I mean, it's
yeah.
start, the end of my career.
Do it.
Hmm.
Do it.
Say that again.
Let's do it.
Let's do. Oh, you want to do it more? Okay.
You give me the card. Ask some questions, my friend.
Sure. I mean, hands him the card.
He takes it and sort of looks at it, holds it up close to the camera lens.
It's
Hmm.
you can tell its age by how faded it is. Like the writing is like almost barely legible. Like even if like it's like a card from the 90s at this point. any not well taken care of wallet card. But at the same time, it's taken care of where there's no like creases or bends. Like it looks like it's like any time a wallet starts to he replaced the wallet first before he replaced the card.
Carefully places it on the face.
Oh,
Ew. Uh-oh.
I'm here.
Okay, wait.
nope.
Oh, the
Right,
DM
there we go.
now.
Oh,
We good? Good. Okay.
You guys, musical chairs.
Musical chairs. And you put it on the face. Is the face? What way is the face laying? Is the face like laying like skin first or back first? Is the how is the face oriented?
dermis or epidermis?
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Is it red or is it pale?
However it was given. How was the
Ugh.
face given?
Hate that. What the fuck is that? And Max.
So
Max
we'll say that the face was given to you Ambrose side up. So
Okay.
Okay.
we'll call
it's,
heads and tails. It's heads up.
Oh, hate that. Oh, I hate that. Cool. Awesome.
It's just laying on the creep's covered lap.
Cool. Oh,
Mm.
terrible. Not even a table. And Max just like puts it. He's like, "That's wow." Considering. I have. I'll ask a question. I'm curious to know. Have you seen sightings recently of a man that goes by the title of the Harvester, and or what was Jacques' last name, or Jacques first?
Martine.
Martin, or any sightings of a man named Jacques Martin recently?
The Harvester. Well, there's an interesting individual.
Oh, I'd say.
I mean,
Oh, s-
he is a complete and utter psycho.
Wow, I'm sure coming from you, that's a crazy
know-
compliment.
Well, it was kind of fun because I used to watch his feeds for a while.
Yeah, feet.
And, I started to agree with him. And I thought to myself, I had one of those moments and I thought to myself, and I'm like, I'm agreeing with him. Yeah, I watched enough and I turned him off. I haven't really been.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
saying something. That's more information than you might even think it is.
I don't care what you think about me.
I mean, okay, that's good to know. Actually, and again, that's another thing to know about you. Your
Let's
standards
see.
are all over the place.
I don't really know where he is. He's
When was the last time you were checking up on him?
oh, I don't know. When was that one feed? It's all kind of blurry. Mortal Time is blurry.
I mean, it's pretty linear
Maybe
to us,
we
even
don't
undead.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Maybe a week or two ago.
Wait, week. Oh, okay,
Maybe.
maybe.
It's kind of blurry. Do you need to know anything more
When
about
in that blur that's in your memory, could you remember any place, location? I believe it's called an IP address. I don't know.
could maybe get
Also-
some more technical information for you. I that would mean going a bit more like getting a little bit more pressure to like track him down, which could I learned things in New York. I learned that sometimes you don't push too hard on certain things, but I could push hard. I would need more than a boxing card though.
Okay, I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
Could you well, before you go treasure hunting for me for more, could you tell me how you saw them that last week in quotation marks? Like, was it
think it
through a
was a-
security camera? Was it an actual like a stream? Like, how did you see them?
It was 2 months ago, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in a graveyard.
Okay, that's information I already know. Cool. Cool.
Sorry, I had to access. There was a slight kink I had to access.
That's you got a camp
So
quarter
bad.
for a face.
The
I
cloud.
get that there would be complications with memory. I'm sure parts of your
No,
brain.
it's not. It's the fact, like, have you ever had like a really big Rolodex and it takes you a minute to get to a particular thing? Like, I've got some fast upload speed, man, and I've got some fast download speed, but sometimes
Takes a
I
bit.
have to go into the different nooks and crannies, and then some sort of connection doesn't happen, and then
Gotcha.
so.
Okay. Good to
But
know.
yeah.
So there hasn't been any activity from them, or you haven't known to.
I did after that. I was like, nah, never mind. I don't want to deal with this guy. I don't care.
Gotcha. Wow, that's
I don't care.
okay.
Because I was starting to, I was leaning that direction, and I was like, oh, you're kind of cool. I could have only been a fan, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't want a fangirl here. So
Well, could you
Congrats.
could you tell him Thorn would like to see him?
You want me
No.
to tell the harvester?
Why would
Yeah.
what?
You're dealing with Gangrel stuff next weekend. I'd like to see the harvester.
Good God.
You would like to see the harvester?
Yes, I'd like to see the harvester. Is that within your capabilities?
God, that's so stupid.
Capabilities. I mean, who are you talking to here, Ambrose? Capabilities. Do not attempt to insult. Of course, I can make this happen. I could probably send an email. You gave me this wonderful memento. I would do that for cute little you because of this. This is good.
I have
never
more
gets me.
questions. Aubrey, do you want to ask questions before I bombard?
No, please go right ahead.
Wonderful. Where's my mother? Is she in the facility that I left her in?
Your mother.
Madeline Windsor. Madeline
Yes.
Windsor.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, took me a moment, but she's still in the senior home.
Still in the senior home. Is she alive?
She's in the senior home. If she was dead, she wouldn't be in the senior home. And if she was dead in the senior home
Wouldn't
and
be a
still
very good
there, then
senior
that's a
home.
bigger problem for the senior home, right? Like,
Is the person inside of the nursing the senior home, is this individual born as Madeline Windsor? Is she Madeline Windsor? She's not somebody masquerading.
okay, so I have cameras for eyes. Now I have a lot of eyes. I have a lot of cameras. But do you think that I could, like, if I'm looking at someone and it's like, hey, that's Joey, I don't know if they like face shifting unless they face shift in front of my camera eye. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So, yes.
A vampire
there's
under a
logic.
lamplight.
What? That was
Sorry.
random.
All right. So the answer is Madeline Windsor is at the senior facility.
When was the last time you checked that? I don't know.
Just now?
Oh, okay.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. All right. Good. You are proving yourself tonight. Sort of.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that I'm proving myself to you. What bullshit's that? Anyway, go on.
I do hate you.
It's my favorite.
Shut up, Aubrey. Where is Warlock Windsor?
He's gone missing. Neither hide nor hair. I believe the company was sold and poof, in the wind. I admire that in a person.
Seen anything that might look like him?
I haven't been looking.
What happened in New York after I left?
Boy. Oh boy. Well, there was lots of yelling and lots of screaming.
Remember the screaming?
Everyone got messed up. It was just bad. I mean, did you know that Lord Astaroth was a double agent? Actually,
Yes.
sort of the person pulling the strings of the whole thing? I didn't even see that coming.
Yes.
But then, when I look back and I was like, oh, it's him. But I was also sort of running and screaming and dealing with reality. Pesky, pesky mortal reality. Glad I fixed that.
I recall that.
These have been pretty easy pitches so far. I mean, you gave me your face. Surely you got a real curveball for me?
The Sabbat book was what I wanted. This is what I traded my face for. And you say you can't give it to me?
Oh, that sucks. So the Book of Nod, look, what I can tell you is it's not in this city. There's no Book of Nod here. Anywhere near here. You would have to take a road trip? Yeah, road trip. To one of the Sabbat cities. And maybe swing deals. I don't know, trade faces. For the Book of Nod. I don't know. I don't even know if I think I want you to have it.
Need it, creep. I need it.
You need it. Why do
Yes.
you? Why? No
You
one
should know
needs
better than anyone. You're sending yourself beyond what you were born as. You're making yourself better. You're improving yourself. Look at you.
Yes.
I want to do the same.
Through the Book of Nod?
Yes, through
That's really dumb.
an origin.
There's other ways. There's other ways to go through some sort of like rebirth. You could do therapy. There's all sorts of ways. You could join a 12 steps organization. I mean, I'm sure your friends could help you find something, but it's just, Book of Nod, that's extreme, Ambrose. Very, very extreme. And I know you're extreme, but yeah, maybe you want to pump the brakes on that one. I'm telling you, you don't want it. And you know what? I know you. And the fact that I'm telling you you don't want it, that makes it worse, doesn't it? It's like, oh shit, the creep told me I can't have it, so I want it. Well, not a good idea. Which means you're probably going to go for it and blow up half the country and blow up your friends, kill everybody, send yourself into some sort of eternal damnation. That exists, by the way. That exists. I don't recommend it. So
Hey,
maybe
creep. Do you have any, I don't know, explosives?
What the fuck?
Anyone you can get me in contact with?
What?
That,
Wait.
I have some in my body.
Oh God. Okay. Time out. Can I tell?
Hold on. I am very, very, very inspired right now. Could you set me up with a warlord or somebody who sells archery or?
How we not do that? How about no? How about
I knew someone in New York, but I need someone here.
I think I'm gonna use my one of my only vetoes as team leader and say no. Terror acts are off the table.
Seconded.
I'm gonna just say I watched the church burn with you, man. That's like the extent of that kind of action.
It's not that I'm opposed to you having bombs. It's just
I am.
you're as likely to use them for something that mildly inconveniences you as you are something that truly upsets you.
Agreed.
And that
Also, it's
distinction
bad.
is important.
It's scary how good you know me. All right.
Yeah. Also, again, you're being hunted by a group called the Four. So, and one of them is an assassin that cut somebody into bloody pieces, but didn't get blood on themselves. So, I just want to say, pump the brakes.
Do you know where the Four live? Hold on. Do you know where the Four? Do you know where the Four? Where their home base is? Do you know where that is?
What are you gonna do with that information?
Do you know what is?
Home bases for what?
The Four. The
Sally
Four.
Mae? What? Huh?
The Four. Do you know where the home base is for the Four?
The Four. The Four what? There's a lot of fours running around. There's packs of werewolves. There's four this. There's four that.
They are the world leader for the Camarilla. The Four.
The Ninja Turtles are four people.
Now we're getting exactly. You should listen to your friend more. You say the Four, and it's very confusing. And then you have to drill down a little bit because You don't understand how much information I have. So you say the 4, and I start running through categories. And do you know how many 4s there are? We could be here all day. So those 4,
Yes.
they have no set home base. They're somewhere in Europe, Middle East, Africa, West Asia. Like those. That's how those work.
Wonderful. All
I
right.
don't go poking that.
Do you know any of their weaknesses?
Weaknesses?
Yes.
How about I give you that one is in Baton Rouge?
I'll take it.
Excellent. Deals.
I'm gonna guess because we haven't seen Aisha in a while. That Aisha's over there, probably acting as their prince, as they acted as ours for here until our new prince came. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark here and say that information connects there.
The establishment itself is disgusting.
Yes. Back to I just want to.
Correct.
You answered the question about Devore. Is Devore in the city?
I don't know where Devora is.
That's unfortunate.
But you know,
Have you seen
maybe.
that face multiple times on multiple cameras at once? He points to the Thorn's face.
No, should I?
I keep track of it. Yeah.
No, I would notice, and I know.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Okay, so that's that.
So that's a lot. So,
Wait.
Aubrey,
Hmm?
do you just kind of sit there like a bump on a log, like you're just sitting there? You're not interacting. You're not
Aubrey has like this
like
composition notebook that he's drawn from his back pocket, and he's been just like, it's so worn that you could barely notice that it's a composition notebook beyond color, beyond the fact that it's got that marbling that a composition notebook has. And he's dog-eared every page to the point where it's more fanned than dog-eared. It's wilted from being sat on. It has every manner of building and room that they've ever been in. He's peddled it open and looked, and the more that he's dealt with, the more that's been written inside. The more that they've encountered, the more message has changed. It's not just the secrets of the vampires and the life that he's leading, it's how the vampires have been treating their own. It's the story of his brother, his family, the people that he has now, and what it's like to live under the boot of princes and leaders. It is the message of a revolution. It's the stories of being born without choosing it, being left in a dumpster, being as much a prey to vampire kind as any human that's been turned because you weren't legal. So now you're as good as dead. And he doesn't have anywhere to put these songs. So he's written them alone. A little cell phone with 100 kilobytes of data that is sang into in the bathroom. A little dongle, a USB dangles inside the book as if it is a bookmark, but it's so much more. It's the developing message. A message of those that no matter how big the boot of those above them gets, there will always be more of us than there is of you, because there's not room at the top. There's many of us and more of us every day, but he has no way to get this message to anyone. And stepping forward, he unravels the book and the dongle falls out and he bends down and picks it up and he starts to remove the shirt, the Dick Beaters t-shirt, and he tosses it over to you. You're as good as they say. You're as good as you say. And a vampire war is as good for you as it is for anyone. You can go unseen, unheard, unnoticed, and you can watch us tear apart our oppressors. And our plight is not yours. But imagine if you could help raise an army against the people. Those licks, as you called them. Can you get my message? These songs, when they're alone and they have no one, in the alleys and filthy backways that they sleep in, is there a way you can get this message to them? And he holds out the USB far enough away from him that he's not violating any sort of spatial agreement, but he holds it up. Can you? And all he can think of in this moment is Kieran being alone and scared and turned and hunted by his own, and how much music is the voice of a revolution, but it's the only thing that's as old as us, that will last longer than us and is stronger than us. Music doesn't die. Its message only gets stronger, and it's there when no one's there for you. And he's embracing an item like it is the future, his future. Is this, if it's beyond you, I understand. If the payment isn't right, or I need to find something more, can you get this to those who don't have anything else?
First of all, here's your shirt back. And he reaches out and hands you your shirt back. And he also reaches out a hand, palm up, for the dongle and the
He
information.
passes you the dongle and takes the book. And the book.
Takes the book. Gives you your shirt back. Friend, I love this shit. I love this shit. I can put this on some pirate radio signals. I can get stuff out to people. I know the people you're talking about. I know them well. You know, fucking one of them. In a way. So yeah, good trade. Good trade.
Rage Against the Machine.
Hell yeah. And he gently puts the dongle in the book next to the face. And then he takes the certificate, the boxing certificate, and puts it off the face and onto the book. All right. Good shit. What else you got to ask?
I just was really curious. You're kind of cool. I have this weekly game that I try to get together. I've never really had enough players now that we're missing one. And if you ever wanted to, no force. We do a little bit of cockatrices and catacombs.
Oh, no shit.
For sure. You could virtual in, set you up.
What version?
Well, I never had enough friends to play 3.5. I laid on the ground and I drew my characters. I'd roll them out and I just draw them big badasses with swords. But
I'm not surprised.
yeah, but I have a type.
Okay, so do I.
5e. 5e is what we're playing now. I'm trying to get into it.
You know, that new shit is just, I don't know.
I mean, it's simplified for everybody to play. You know,
It's supposed to make it easier. Lots less numbers.
You know,
quick.
They used to say
I'm pretty
more.
busy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
understand.
busy. It's hard to like get things to line up sometimes. And there's things that, you know, I have all these cameras and all this stuff I'm trying to keep track of. But if I could maybe carve out some time, you know, I might let you know. That could be fun. It could be a nice diversion. I would have to remote in because I'm not coming to a physical game.
Of course.
We give you a virtual presence device, like an iPad.
I've got one actually. We can work it out.
Dude,
I could
No
give it to
fucking way.
I could give
You're
it to
so
Steve.
fucking cool.
What's
I could
happening?
give it to Seed. He could carry it over.
Who?
We are
Anyway,
not
we're getting off
considering-
track. That was really nice. I thank you. I don't think
nice
I've been
moment.
invited. That was really nice. I don't think I've been invited to anything social for like 30 years. That's great.
They tell me all the time, you really got to put yourself out there, and it's hard when you're
No, screw that.
doing all this
Screw that.
work. Yeah,
No,
right?
I'm not doing that. I did that once. It was called New York. Fuck that. I'm not
You
doing
seem
it.
like a I don't team up kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm just watching
You're
Ambrose melt.
I
It was just
I can dig
melting.
it. I can dig it. Fuck the establishment and all that. What's going on with Ambrose? Are you okay?
No, you got a migraine? You all right?
They do that a lot.
Because not playing with him. Anyways, is beyond the point. Focus. Okay.
Right. Come on, you can do it.
Okay. Would you be able to erase the name of Ambrose Windsor from every database around the world? Just eliminate the name from everywhere.
Why would I do that?
Because I gave you my fucking face!
Yeah, and you ask a bunch of questions, and I gave you answers. I mean, that's a big ask, Ambrose. It's a big
What do you want
ask.
from me, my dick? Come on. Oh,
Is
fuck.
that on the table?
It
The
could
pause.
be. Oh, don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Everyone
Come
knows.
on.
Everyone knows you, Ambrose. It would be almost impossible.
You could do it, though. You're
If I delete your name from a database, people will
brilliant.
speak it back. You are Ambrose Windsor is a presence that goes beyond mere databases and data and things that can be push a button and it's gone.
In 20 years, nobody
not
will
my
know me
fault.
anymore.
Well, in 20 years, then it's not a problem.
You can put some sort of script online that if anybody types in Ambrose Windsor, it will just delete it completely. That all information will just disappear. In 100 years, no one
Yeah.
will remember me. Just if you do this now.
In 100 years, they probably won't remember you anyway, unless you keep going around making a name for yourself, and then it's gonna stick. See, that's the thing. Like, if your name wasn't as big as it was, I mean, I could do these things, but it's work.
All right.
Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want you to think I'm stonewalling you here, Ambrose, because you gave me your face, but
I get it.
there's some things.
I get it. All right.
I'm gonna ask a broad question. I'm just gonna
Or
broadly
a
ask it.
question about abroad.
Yeah, that's true. Have you seen anything, in your words, interesting around Nolans and recently? I don't know how long you've been here.
Interesting around knowledge.
Yeah, I'm curious what interesting means to you.
You're gonna have to drill down on that one,
Ooh,
buddy.
drill down.
Like, there's so much. Like,
There's
oh
a
my
lot. Yeah,
God,
as
it's
someone who's
like-
been close to it,
like-
there's a lot. You are right about that.
Let's see.
Okay.
Something interesting.
Anything were related, like were creature related that you've noticed? Anything like, well, because we know that there are creatures out there. I'm just curious to know if that list gets bigger.
If the creatures get bigger,
Yeah, it's been a pretty big. Well, the list the creatures gets bigger.
I mean, how like that's all relative to how big your list is now, right?
True. I mean, right now we just have Macaulay and Rakoa.
Oh,
Mm,
ooh, that sounds fun.
no.
Is there any way to fight these things?
Mm.
Which things? Which things you talking
The
about? I mean,
Makoa, fucking ghosts. We've seen ghosts.
You've seen ghosts. That's a
Those are
thing.
terrifying.
it's a big world.
It's been a
Fuck
fucked
all.
up world. Like
It's
we there was like a were shark. I
Mhm.
saw a were shark, and he starts listing them like a child describing his day at the zoo. I saw these ghosts. There
You
was
know, now that I think about it, there were these 3 people in suits that I saw on some pretty shitty security cameras in a deli. We got to figure out how to fix those cameras. But anyway, the suits jumped down the sewers, came out a few hours later. Clothes were all tattered, and only 2 came out.
they axed the
you can get a better quality out of a phone than the security camera had. I couldn't.
When was this?
I'm sorry, what I was.
When was this? When did this happen?
When?
Yeah, I know time's kind of weird for you, but
It's very weird for me.
I'm hoping it's clear enough that something lines up with me.
Not too long ago. Not too long ago.
Like yesterday.
Several days ago? A week? Maybe no more than a week.
The, the,
Yesterday? Yesterday.
yesterday. If it was,
Yeah, we'll stick to a week. We'll stick to a week.
okay. I'll give you. So 3 went down, 2 came up. What you telling me?
Correct. And they were
Okay.
beat to shit.
And they look beat to shit.
Yeah,
And it's a
definitely.
guy. Did you tell genders, heights? What are we talking about here?
Did you hear the part where I said shitty security camera? Yeah.
I mean, but you're you.
Yeah, me, but I'm only as good as my shitty security cameras that I'm connected to sometimes.
I tried to.
Probably shouldn't have
you.
revealed that. Whoops, I made a mistake.
Yo, it's fine.
Or did I do it on purpose?
You're a trickster.
I'm a survivor.
I love that word. Terrible word. Okay, 3. Could you give me the address of where you saw that?
Let's see what the deli. What was the name of that deli? 1 second.
Subway, Quiznos, Portobello, fucking
New Delhi.
Jimmy
Those are
John's.
those are not delis. Those are establishments. I refuse. Those are restaurants. Those are
The
not.
Black Dahlia Deli.
It
my
was
God. I would not go there.
just 1 second. I'm gonna
Take your time.
access
Take as much time as your memory needs to take.
Casa Italia.
Casa Italia.
Casa
Double check.
Bonitas.
I want to give you accurate information.
And I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah.
I've worked with information brokers before, so I understand.
Ooh, so you know the deals.
I understand the deal of how this works. I'm just gonna take my phone out and just
Garden
look up
District.
Casa. What was it? Casa what?
Italia.
Italia. I'm just gonna look that up
Garden
on my
District.
phone. Oh,
All right.
I can't help but feel like using your phone in here just gives him access to everything on it.
I mean, I
Which
don't got much.
I'm loving it.
I don't got much on here. Like I got that Toktik.
You know, got that.
He's got
He
Snake.
probably has a TikTok account where he's
That
like,
is-
I have a question.
yes.
More of a request.
Ooh.
In New York, you wired the lights somehow
I
so
sure did.
that if one would stand beneath it and you pressed a button, it would destroy us. Yes,
Kill
very
switch,
nice.
baby.
Don't dance. Stop dancing.
Is
Kill switch, baby. Yeah.
do you have something that I might have that I could defend myself against other vampires? Something similar to that, something that I can hold, something that I can keep on my person.
I'm not an arms dealer.
You create these things. You can create one for me.
Why would I do that?
Oh,
You're a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'll give you something else.
Then you got to learn how to survive, baby.
Fucking, this guy is so much.
You got to come up with your own kill switches. Tell you what, you come up maybe with a few ideas of your own, and maybe I'll help you along. But I'm not just gonna give you shit. That's
A
not how it
flashlight.
works.
A
You want a
flashlight with a
I can give
UV
you a
ray. No, with a UV ray that could
Well, you can
destroy
go buy one
vampires.
of those. Have you been on Amazon?
I don't know what that is.
you could just buy that.
You just buy it. Just get a UV flashlight. I mean, what?
Would that
I-
kill a
Are
vampire?
you kidding me?
Would that kill a
Oh, I know
vampire?
it probably sting a little bit, but I mean, it's not gonna kill him. You got to have a lot of power. Do you know how much power I pump those street lights? Never mind.
Yes, I want that. I want the power of a street light and a flashlight. I want the flashlight street light.
You can figure it out. I believe in you.
I don't deal with technology.
They make those in like 10,000 looms.
Oh,
You can probably get a decent one. I mean, you
I
know.
can't tell next week my data doesn't reset, but when it does, I
Yeah,
will be
that's
on
tough.
there.
That's tough. I remember those days. Yeah.
I
Sorry, Ambulance.
hate how well they're getting along. I hate it. It's so stupid. And it's the dumbest friendship. I hate it.
I just want Aubrey sitting on the like rack of destroyed TVs and crappy electronics, swinging his feet, watching him.
is
Do
there
his thing.
the Gulong sisters? Is there anything suspicious about them, particularly Aleda?
Wait, slow down. You're like that. What language was that?
The
What?
Gulong sisters,
Gu-
who are the
Gudong.
the primogen of the Ventru clan, the Gulong sisters, particularly the one named Aleda Gulong.
Now, okay, good data, good information.
Yes.
Okay, what about them?
Is there anything suspicious about them? Are they
Besides
working for?
the fact of what they do and who they are?
Are they working for anyone outside the Camarilla?
The Gulong sisters. If
Yes.
they're working, you know, I mean, you've worked with the Camarilla before. You've worked with other vampires before, and you understand that everything is suspicious. There's, nothing any more suspicious than anyone else in this city or this state or this country.
I have reason to believe that Aleda Gulong is a Zamitzi.
Go on.
The guards outside of the Gulong's estate,
Mm-hmm.
they shifted, they changed form. I know it wasn't the trick of the light. Outside of their estate, if there's a camera that could pull up something that can clarify what I saw. And Lady Gulong mentioned things, hints, jabs at me that only my sire would know.
That's information. I love it.
Do you want me to cut off my dick and throw it at you? What?
No, you've already given me some information. That was good stuff. I'll have to look into that.
What information?
You give me a date. Give me a date. I'll start looking into them. I'll see what I can find.
All right. A
How's
week
that
ago.
sound?
Excellent. Yes.
All
that
right.
sounds good.
See,
a
I'm
week.
not a difficult person to work with here. I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not.
I'm a fan.
I know you are.
See?
You're a fan for different reasons.
What did
There's no wrong reasons to be a fan.
the vampires? What has Kindred Society done to you, creep, to make you this way?
Kindred Society? What? You think it was just Kindred Society that did this?
Humans suck too.
Oh, humans suck.
Suck.
Where suck?
Oh,
Where
so
does
much suckage there.
I can't even begin to start.
I'd read that book.
It's all of it. It's not just Kindred. You guys don't hold some sort of special place of suffering. No.
All life
So
sucks.
many different things. So I made some decisions. I did some upgrades, and now I'm something none of you could ever hope to be.
Yeah.
I'm something absolutely new. I'm a new player on the field, baby.
Oh, so jealous. He's so cool with all the metal. So stupid. Heavy Metal 2000.
Oh,
I
no.
can't die.
Wait, if someone destroyed your body, you would just like be in the system, right?
Wait a minute.
You bet your ass, baby.
That's so cool.
Wait a minute. You can't
that-
die. Your
does that
body
mean?
or your mind. Are you a ghoul? Are you a self-feeding ghoul? Do you have a vampire locked in your basement somewhere and you're feeding from him?
What the
You're
hell?
really stuck on this Kindred thing, aren't you?
What? Wait, what do you mean you can't? I'm just gonna ask the direct question. What do you mean you can't? What is? How? How? What do you mean? Physical?
What
Do you
you're
mean
seeing is
actually?
the last bit of my physical form.
What the fuck does that
Th-
mean?
This is gonna blow your mind, but imagine a cell phone with unlimited data. I know it's we've never heard of such a thing. We're not there yet. He's achieved it. Unlimited data.
Wait.
You could kill me right now and it wouldn't hurt.
Are you telling me right now that you are
Well, it would hurt you because of the bombs in my body.
Yeah, the
but-
bomb.
I'm not gonna do
We'd
that.
never escape them.
I'm asking legitimately, are you saying that you are no longer like this is the last bit of your humanity? Are you saying that you are elsewhere? And
Ding,
then
ding,
like he like
ding.
looks at the screens behind them all.
Like every screen of Picture's face.
Ding ding, we got a winner.
That's every science fiction horror movie ever. Cool.
Wouldn't call it
Cool.
horror. That's actually kind of insulting that you
Yeah.
think.
If anything, I'm jealous.
considering- well, it's one monster from another monster.
Oh, I'll
Gladly.
take that then.
As this conversation is happening, on all the screens behind the creep, you see what he sees through his camera. You see the three of you standing in the blue light of the screens. You see him, without moving his face, you see the camera image panning back and forth and just collecting as much information of the scene around, to really solidify that, yes, the skin that is on this cyborg in front of you is quite literally the last remaining bits of the once mortal man. He has uploaded his consciousness and everything to the cloud, we'll call it.
My
He is
God.
the cloud.
And
He's
as
creep
you if you recall, he mentioned that he has other bodies elsewhere.
Elsewhere, yeah.
He can just download himself to a different location, a different
That's,
cybernetic body at any point that he wants.
I mean, that's. I will say, while that is science fiction horror at its finest, that's also pretty all right. That's pretty cool.
It's more than cool. It's everything that I wanted.
Yeah. And
Future's digital, bitches.
Well, no,
Hidden like
nothing.
Ada.
Nothing replaces organic. But it's
Are you sure about that, Ambrose Windsor? Are
Most
you
assuredly.
sure about
Most
that?
assuredly, yes.
I mean, the man is a computer program. That's
Oh, now wait a minute.
He's
There's
running
a-
on MS-DOS.
Wait,
There's a-
would you say that it's a floppy disk or like a hard drive?
hey.
Well, I didn't know we were going to get personal.
Ooh. You know, curious minds do wonder. You see it and you get a little jealous, and you're kind of wondering what's under the hood.
Well, let's see how your game goes, and then maybe I'll tell you.
Okay. I'm gonna run the best game I've ever ran.
All right, does anybody have any last question for the creep?
I
Why are you so cool?
That's not a question. That's a fact.
What? That's not enough time. What do I need to hear? What's the answers? Give me the answers. Just
I
something.
don't know. Come on, organic's better than digital. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. It's in there
Max, like
somewhere.
seeing Ambrose panic this much, Max just like literally just puts his hands on his shoulders, forehead on forehead. Focus. Don't think too hard.
Is this worth my face?
It's got to be a
No.
question that is.
I don't know, is it?
You learned something really important.
It's got to be one question that's you've been dying to know.
This, and he gestures to all of him, is possible.
I don't know. No one's ever. I've never had somebody to mentor me or to teach me. I've never had this. So I'm going off just what I know and what I can think of. Running into a wall.
We have what we know, right?
Is
We
there
know
some?
we-
Is
we know your
there?
mother's safe. We know your mother's safe.
Right.
We know your father's missing. We don't know where Devora is. We don't know where Hobstar are. But we do know certain other things.
You you kind of jumped there. What do we know?
Do we? Who is hunting me and who is seeking me?
We know that.
No, it could be something different.
another thing besides the two. Well,
You remember when you saw that eye in my face?
that is true.
What the fuck was that about?
I wish I knew that one. I don't know how to explain that to someone whose vision
Somebody-
is cameras.
I've always kind of wondered if we could trust Megan.
Can you get me into contact with a Zamitsi who isn't Devor or the Thorns, just another Zamitsi?
Other Zamitsi?
Yes.
Here in the city or anywhere?
I need someone older, someone within. I don't know if there'll be another in the city, but
Is there another in the city?
How many
Just an-
people? How many
No,
people
God.
do you want me to hook you
Please,
up?
God.
as many as you can. That
As many as the faces were.
an elder Zamitsi that will extend hospitality to me. Teach me something or that I can learn from.
You know,
I'm gonna escape from RP real quick. GM, I'm just gonna ask: are we missing? I feel like we're missing something. Christian feels like we're missing a question. Is there a way to maybe get like a hint or like a olive branch?
Yep, let me just double check the document that we have
Cool.
put together for
I
this.
just want to make sure that we get as much information as we can from such a eccentric yet plentifully knowledgeable person.
Fountain of Creep.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're like we're getting.
You're getting
Close.
decent information.
Like I know this is a weird ask. I just like as a player.
I
don't
think
wanna
that the
miss.
strongest question that was asked
Mhm.
was about the people in the suits that came into and out of the sewer, and you asked
Gotcha.
where the location of that was.
Mhm.
That's very helpful to your cause.
Gotcha.
Other things like where is the harvester? That was a good question.
Mhm.
If, from what you guys remember, he dipped into oblivion last. So clearly, no one on this mortal plane, no matter how tech savvy they are, can get into oblivion.
Right.
But of
No,
course, it
no
would be
can't.
fortuitous for you to have asked. So of course, that's perfectly fine.
Right.
Everything that was asked of you, from you guys was pretty on point for not just your character, but to further the narrative.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that there are hooks that will help us in the long run that we're missing. Like that's all. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure. I mean, I'll give you this. His little cyber rat.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can actually text the mouse, the rat,
Love that.
which would connect to the creep. You guys will
That's gonna be my
you guys will be able to
leaving
get like one more question at any point you want. Like you guys get to have one question each going forward.
Okay.
That if you need something answered that you can't get that answer from other NPCs you're talking to or in the immediate vicinity of the scenario that you may be in, if you need info like bam, this will be like your cheat card.
Okay, cool.
My final question was going to be, hey, how do I get in touch with you?
All right.
I'll give you a number to my rat.
Hey.
I wanted to talk to the rat so bad.
His name's C.
Does he understand? Well, he understands me. I just don't understand him, right?
Mm.
Ambrose is
Wait, what is his
staring.
name?
Oh, wait, was he speaking English?
Oh,
What?
wait, no.
Who?
The rat.
No.
He speaks English.
He was speaking. This is a squeaks and whatnot.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So
What was Ambrose? What was Ambrose about to do?
Ambrose is staring at the creep, but he steps a little closer than arm's reach. I have one last request.
Huh.
It's not a question, it's just
Uh,
and he looks over to the TVs behind the creep. Your cameras, you have databases and collections of things, images and videos. Yes?
maybe.
Could you show me an image, a video of Warren and I? A good one. A good one. Not a bad one. A good one.
He looks down at the face. A good one. Just a moment. See what I can do. He points to a video screen. And it's a video of you in Times Square.
I'll take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Ambrose, this is the moment where you were just recently embraced from this video. This is the moment where you're about to attack that innocent. And in the video, you see, out of the sea of people that is in Times Square religiously, you see walking slowly but purposefully Warren, almost as if he was parting the people ahead of him. And he stops. You see his head turn, makes connection with you, and goes in your direction. Effortlessly, he smacks his hand against the back of your neck just as you are about to lunge. Same hand drops down, catches you, and then he cradles you, picking you up, holding you as if you were light as a feather, and just gently walks away, holding you, your head resting on his shoulder. He places your arm around him like a safety. You see him very sweetly, gingerly, walking the exact same direction he came from, with you in his arms. And then the screen goes to the snowy static.
Thank you. And Ambrose's legs give out from underneath of him as he's staring at the static screen, like as if he's waiting for something else to play. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Just remember something, Ambrose. I was hunted because of you. Can't
Sorry.
put too much of myself on the line as far as your infatuation with the Zimisei. So, buck stops here on that one.
Fair.
Maybe the video's a bit of recompense.
I didn't mean for you to be hunted. I didn't mean for this to happen to you. I'm sorry it happened to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Me too. No more questions. Our time's over. I'm needed elsewhere. Hey, Aubrey. What song should I lead off with?
It's aptly named Das Boot.
Ace. Be seeing you.
Hey, before you go and head off into cyberspace, if you ever need help with anything, just I guess send your buddy to me. and I'll let everybody else know, and hopefully vice versa.
Huh. Really?
Hmm.
Like really, really,
Really, really.
really, really, really.
I mean, it's as
Really,
many reallys
really.
as it takes to convince.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough to convince me of that.
Mm.
But I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, I thought I would.
I appreciate it. Duly noted in the database.
As he is saying this, he's already said his farewell to you guys and saying that no more questions, his time is up. His body starts getting raised up. And you see a mess of wires that are just like snaking their way up and just raising him up to the ceiling. And
He's a
the
fucking
higher
Borg.
that they bring him up, you can see that he does not have a torso. It's just bits and pieces of mech that was put together, and the wires now bringing him up against the ceiling, and he's spread out as you see the wires start to sink into his skin and attach to different like USB ports that were attached all over him, his arms, his chest, his neck, his face. And you see all the screens turn off. The rat takes the face, the card, the book in its mouth, stuffs it into a backpack, and brings it, like starts trailing it off behind the screens and out of sight. With that, my
Fucking
friends,
Borg.
we are going to end tonight's episode right there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Brian, thank you so much for revisiting this character, the Creep. It was phenomenal having you with us again. Thank you very much. You killed it, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Thank you for having me. It was an honor. I will remember this for a very long time. This was awesome.
All right. So, hey, Brian, why don't you tell the viewers all about where we can find you?
Yeah, okay. So I'm the host of a podcast called Natural Geekery, and you can find that on all major pod players, where I interview role players. As a matter of fact, I've interviewed this fine cast of people. You can go back and check those episodes. We had some lovely conversations. I get episodes out about once every 2 weeks if my life isn't completely going off the cliff, which it has been lately, so I'm a little bit short on those episodes. I also have a Twitch stream that runs what we call the Bake Shop Irregulars, and it is a Powered by the Apocalypse fantasy hack of a fantasy game that we play every other Wednesday. We're skipping the 5th because of the holiday, but our next game is on July 12th over on the Natural Geekery channel here on Twitch.
All right.
And that's it.
All right, let's go through and do our exit recaps, starting with Robin.
That was emotional. I'm Robin the God. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok under the name, and nowhere else. I played Ambrose Windsor tonight, who was masquerading as Thorn. He lost his face. It was sad. Got some information, though. Good game.
Thaddeus.
That is Atlas. I was playing Aubrey Valentine. It is that time of the month where I remind everybody to be an ally and not an asshole.
All right, Christian, you're up, buddy.
Hey everybody, hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok, but you can also find me on Twitch, several days, several games, several wonderful people. You can also find me on Sundays, 8 p.m. EST on Total Party Kisses for Tragic Theologian, Greek Myth Inspired 5e campaign, and every other Saturday you can catch me on the Initiative Order for their Root TTRPG game known as Midnight in the Marshes, and some other things down the pipeline. Follow me on social media to find out where. I have been your lovely leader of this coterie, Maximilian Washington, and I can't wait for next week.
And my name is Dylan. I am all over the internet for a role for Dylan. I don't know. I'm boring.
How
I don't have
dare.
any other games I'm in. I just love having you guys here with us. This is so much fun to just.
Dylan, your news.
Yeah, you news. What news? Do you
Oh,
have
I'm
to-
not done. Not yet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
I was
cool.
waiting the whole session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna do an
Forgot.
outro. I'm stoked this whole time.
I have just finished publishing my first children's book, children's picture book, and I was working with two other phenomenal creators. Quentin Cornell was the amazing illustrator. The Azrai composed some phenomenal music for it. It will be available for pre-sale within the next 2 weeks on anywhere that you can buy books online. This is not going to be sold in bookstores because I do not want to have a huge carbon footprint. This is a print to purchase book. You can go to my website right there, www.fantasybooks.com,
I like that.
where you can check out to see what the book is about. You can see the people who are part of the group to get this whole thing going. And I'm going to have a whole bunch of other stuff coming up fairly soon, hopefully. This is my new adventure. And yeah, pre-sale starts in about 2 weeks. Actual sales of the books will be in about a month. So yeah, that's my news.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks very
Wonderful.
much. Big preach. Anybody have anything else you want to say before we head on out?
Thanks.
Buy that book.
Buy that
Buy that
book.
book.
Buy that book.
Buy
The wave of the future is machines.
That's right.
The
The future is digital.
future is
Race to
digital,
singularity.
baby. Race to singularity. Das Boot.
Das
Das
Boot.
Boot.
Is that new hot signal? Don't forget to love each other and love yourself. You know?
Oh.
And with that, good night, everybody.
Bye.